This is new to me. Hi, YouTube. I'm Anarakia. Uh, I am a Let's Play YouTuber. I play Minecraft and War Thunder. I used to play Five Nights at Freddy's. I used to be big into Ultimate Custom Night specifically. But I changed my focus to more War Thunder, Super Hot, just games that I really enjoyed. Um, I'm here today to talk about a major problem with the content creation community. I have noticed that, well, as this is new to me, I've never really talked to you guys before. I don't have a camera besides the webcam on my very not good laptop. Um, but I'm going to talk about the issue with starting content creation as a new content creator when you don't have a solid step to stand on, if that makes sense. So a big issue with the YouTube content creation theory is a lot of the big content creators, they started, what, 10, 15 years ago. You got Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, a lot of the big Let's Players. They're all out here and they've been doing this for so many years. They've played a lot of different games, right? But if you're like me and you're new to getting into content creation, I started my channel, I think 2021 at some point. I don't really remember. It could have been 2020. But I started my channel on a whim. I just wanted to be like my friends in the beginning. I wanted to have a channel. I wanted to try to grow. I wanted to, I don't know, feel inspired by what I was playing. So I started playing Ultimate Custom Night. My first video was a video called Welcome to My Channel. And that was where I was using Wondershare Filmora and I couldn't pay for anything, so I had the free Wondershare Filmora um, trial thing that they had, and it worked for what I was trying to do. And I think that video got a total of like 15 views, which, as a new content creator, I was like, oh yeah, that's amazing. And immediately, a problem I started running into was what games can I play that people haven't played already? And I tried to dig in deep, but any game idea that I would really get really came from somebody else who had already played the game. It came from somebody who had experience playing the game, or maybe somebody who's played the whole series, and I didn't even know that there was more to the series. I just saw one video of, you know, Borderlands, so I was like, oh, maybe I should try that. And then I look up Borderlands and I see like 20 million different Let's Play videos of Borderlands and all that stuff with all that. Um, yeah, I think that a very large issue with the YouTube community is they find boredom after watching, the same game be played by, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye. Some people just watch Markiplier and they go, "Oh, Jack played that game, but I'm not gonna watch Jacksepticeye's, you know, video on it because I've seen Markiplier play this game," or vice versa, where Jacksepticeye, they seen him play the game first, so they're not even gonna watch Markiplier play it. And as a smaller creator, that really affects us because people only look at the big creators to play these games. And then whenever us smaller creators, go, hey guys, we're playing Minecraft for the 20 billionth time in a row, you know. I do a lot of Minecraft Let's Plays too, for those who know my channel. Um, but it's like, why are we sitting here watching this guy? Why aren't we going out and really finding something new, If this person has something new, let's watch it. But I feel a big issue is Let's Players also kind of fall into the developer category now. They fall into that category because they're trying to create a game that nobody else has watched, that nobody else has played. They will be the first person to play this game until a big name YouTuber comes through and plays it. And even whenever that big name YouTuber comes through and plays it, they're gonna plug themselves in the credits of their own game because they made it. So this big name YouTuber is gonna see, oh, this person made this game, and maybe that big name YouTuber is gonna decide to cut off the credits, and nobody will ever see that Let's Player who's trying to make content for YouTube. Really, they'll see that it doesn't really matter to them. And a big issue with that is it causes a lot of people that really want to do this, to do the YouTube thing, to be here for it. They really want to just not do it anymore because they don't feel like their game that they made for their channel was respected by big name YouTubers. Now, I'm not saying all big name YouTubers, will cut your name out of the credits and not give you any credit for the game. Markiplier is really good at giving people credit. I love watching his content because he gives credit to people who, you know, really tried to do it and they've really tried to push themselves to make a perfect game for their channel. And Markiplier played it and he went, well, this is a great game. Or he'll give you criticism on the game. But an another really big thing with let's plays and oh, I'm a YouTuber, so you know let's do whatever we want because we're YouTubers. It doesn't really, that doesn't work for smaller YouTubers. It's not like we can go play uh Fortnite for the 268th time and still get good content out of it like Ninja. you know we have to jump games. We have to find new content all the time. And that makes it really difficult on us smaller Let's Players because in the end, we don't have enough games to keep up with the content that nobody else has played. You know, we can't just go find a game that no one else has really touched or played, especially if it's a new game. New games are great great resources for newer Let's players that made that game to push that over the edge and go, hey, this is my game. I made this. You guys should subscribe to my channel. I'll make more games like this that you guys can enjoy. But in the end, a bigger Let's player is going to come by and go, oh, that's a nice game. Let me just play that and take all of the fame from you and give me all that credit? And I love the Let's players that have been here for, 15, 10 to 15 years because they really do try to push that envelope and keep a space open for new Let's players to rise up and make something for themselves. Markiplier does a great job with it. Jacksepticeye does a great job with it. You know, it there's a lot of them that do great with it. There's others that don't. There's others that really would like to just push smaller Let's players off to the side because They want the fame. They want the glory. They they crave it in a sense. So I know this isn't my normal video type, or you know, nobody really sees my face normally. I've decided to change. I've actually downloaded OBS Studio so that I can start integrating my profile into games, so that I can start playing games and recording with a face overlay so that people can see my face. They can see my reactions. It's a big part of the content I'm missing. Um, Other Let's Players don't know, oh, I have, a Mac OS, but OBS doesn't run very well on my Mac OS. I'm making this up. I don't know if OBS runs well on a Mac OS. I don't have a Mac OS. I've got a Windows computer. But, they could be like, oh man, OBS doesn't run well on my Mac OS, so I also don't have a camera on my Mac OS, so I can't record my face and make my content with reactions. That's a problem. Everybody right now expects reactions. They expect to see your face. And for new content creators, like I can't afford to get, a new setup or anything like that. I can't get, all the fancy stuff that other content creators have. And that's an issue with a lot of content creators. I started this channel on a whim my sophomore, freshman year of high school. And I know that doesn't sound like a long time because it's not, but I'm I push every day to make better content for people. And I know that I don't upload all the time. If you look at my upload schedule, it's like you uploaded consecutively one video, a month for 4 months, and then you dropped off for a year, and then you realized you had a YouTube channel again, and you uploaded, a couple more videos. But everybody has their different way of really pushing through a hard time like that. My way is blatantly taking time away. If I don't get any good hits within a couple of months, I kind of just lose hope. And I would like this video circulate. I would like a lot of people to share this with other creators, maybe small creators, maybe big creators. We can all talk about this issue that is YouTube's community right now. Because I hate to say this, I really do. I love everyone who watches my videos. Absolutely love them. But whenever we can sit here and record video after video after video, and we record so much content that we think you guys are gonna like, and we think that we actually did something good, and nobody likes it. We get dislikes, we get hating comments. Some YouTubers deserve it, some do. And I'm not gonna say that they don't. There's YouTubers out there that suck. But other YouTubers, we're all not the 10% that's bad. We're the 50% that's trying on top of the 50% that's already succeeded or crashed. There's issues with all of it. Maybe there's issues on our side. Maybe we're not giving good enough content. But I will never put the blame on one person. But there's an issue that needs to be addressed. And I'm asking for you guys to share this with anybody you know. And I'm asking that we get bigger YouTubers to talk about this situation. If you're trying to go into YouTube as a Let's Player, I want you to heed the warning now. It's not gonna work too well unless you are really, really, really trying. And if you are going into YouTube to be a Let's Player, try every day. And for those in the community who just like to sit here and listen to rants and listen to people watch videos, don't skip off a video just because you think it's going to be bad. If it starts talking about things you don't want to hear or don't like, click off of it. You guys have that right. But don't look at it and go, oh, that's not a big name YouTuber. I'm not going to watch that. Because once upon a time, the big name YouTubers were in the smaller YouTubers' shoes. Please. I didn't start my channel as Anarakia. If you watched my channel, I was originally Tank Plays 14. That's my, you know, gamer tag for a lot of games I play still. And then 2022 came around and I changed my name to 3 Gaming because I really wanted to make 3-part, you know, gaming VODs for people to watch. And now I'm Anarakia. And Anarakia, that this persona, this person that I am, it really means a lot to me. And I'm certain that there's plenty of content creators out there that their persona means a lot to them. Please support everyone you can. Thank you.